Hey everybody, I hope you had a great weekend so far. I just wanted to give an announcement about something that's really near and dear to my heart. Something that I realized I guess I've been working on probably for the past 2 years, but didn't realize it. And now it's formulated into a workshop. And I will announce more details later on. I am an astrologer and Mercury just went retrograde, so I don't want to get into full details yet. And some of it's still unfolding. But I'm creating a workshop that will have to do with Chiron in the birth chart. If you're not sure who Chiron was, in Greek mythology, he was the wounded healer. Chiron was a centaur, half horse, half man, born out of the union of Kronos, also known as Saturn, and Philyra, who was his beautiful nymph mother. And when he was born out of rape because Kronos decided to go after Philyra. She had changed herself into a horse to, push off his advances, and he shapeshifted into one as well and raped her. And this creature was born, and when he was born, Philyra flipped out, and she just get away from me. He's ugly. I don't want to look at that thing. Get it out of here. And, Chiron has to do with our wounding. So can you imagine that wound? Abandonment. I'm ugly. I'm unloved. I'm not good enough. Being the only one of his kind, he was on the fringes of society. But within the wound is the greatest gift, because truly Chiron was taken in by Apollo and Artemis, or Diana, it depends which faction you go with, but was raised with so much knowledge, wisdom, the gift of prophecy, was taught how to be an incredible medicine person, archery, hunting, all these things. And so he was a master healer, but the thing about Chiron is you can heal people with a similar wound, but you apparently can't heal yourself. And Chiron was sought after by the heroes before they would go on their quests. And I believe it was Hercules. Chiron was creating poison for Hercules' arrow, and the arrow fell and pierced Chiron in the leg, and it wounded him. And because he was an immortal, he was born of the gods, he couldn't die, so he was in major pain. And the myth goes on longer than that, but basically it's just that, your own core wounding you have trouble healing, but you can help other people. And so within my own healing over the past, year or so, and now I'm reaching out to assist other people. I have natal Chiron in Pisces, so that would be God's not there for me. Why are you forsaking me? That kind of thing. Pisces is the collective unconscious. But this workshop, which I'm super excited about, is going to combine your natal Chiron. So if you join us at the workshop, we're going to have everybody's birth charts printed out. So we're going to go through all the 12 houses, all the 12 signs where Chiron would be placed. I will also bring Pluto in, because Pluto is the soul in the chart. It's how your soul essence plays out in this lifetime. And as I said, Chiron's the wound, but there's a great gift in that wound, a gift of healing. That when you have the awareness, you can shift it. And so, because awareness sometimes is below the surface, we're going to utilize the hypnotherapy and go below the cognitive level and dive deeply into that area so we can look at the wound and change the perspective on it. Because once you change the perspective of that first memory of that wound, the rest of the memory starts to change, and it's going to bring this healing so that that patterning can be released. And really, Saturn and Pluto being in Capricorn the past year or so had to do with the breaking down of the old structures, the old patterns in our lives that aren't working, the banking systems, the governments. It's really detailed. But the workshop will also entail the 5 love languages, which are another part, I believe, that's huge, because we all love in different ways. We feel loved in different ways. And if you haven't read the 5 love languages, I highly recommend it. For me, it's quality time. That's my thing. I want to spend quality time with you. You can give me gifts all day long. I mean, they might be beautiful. It doesn't really make my heart sing. Not like your presence would give me. The joy that would fill my heart would be you being here with me. If you're somebody I want to spend time with and actually being present with me, that is what I want. And everybody has a primary, and my other one was physical touch. And go figure, I'm a massage therapist. So combining Chiron in the chart, where our wound is held from this lifetime and other lifetimes. Utilizing Pluto, because that's the soul. Using hypnotherapy, the 5 love languages, and most likely the different attachment styles. There's fearful avoidant, dismissive avoidant, anxious attachment. There's a few more. And they all play out because in our core wounds, we develop an attachment style. And if anybody tells you that they don't need anything or they don't have attachments, I call bullshit on that. Because if you think about all the animal species on this planet, look at a horse. As soon as the foal is born, they get up and they can start walking. Humans, we need our mothers or our caregivers. We can't just get up and do things. We will die without assistance. And that's where the attachments are formed. So this workshop, without getting into all the details, I'm excited if you can't tell, is going to be held at Home of Gaia in Amsterdam on Friday, May 22nd, 2020, which is the Gemini new moon. I am a Gemini sun. I have my Venus there, my North Node of Destiny, and my Jupiter. So I'll be sharing that, and it's in the 8th house for me, which is other people, and going deep because it's Scorpio's house. So this feels like the perfect time to unleash this workshop, bring it out to the world. And what better place to start than in a retreat center that some dear, dear friends run, whom I love spending time with. And that's what we're going to do, and it will unfold from there. So when I have the time down and all that and the pricing, I will let you know, but it will be soon. We'll have early bird pricing and, maybe 2 other prices, like to save some money. And then, just right before it would have to be a little bit more because we're getting closer to that date. But again, May 22nd, 2020, Home of Gaia. You can find them on Facebook. They have some amazing events. Every time I see their posts, I'm like, oh God, I wish I could be there for that. But I will be presenting there, and that is like super exciting for me. And for me, that's the gift of my own wound, of feeling abandonment and sadness and relationally that's being healed. And now I can share my wounding, my gift with others. And as I'm healing myself, and that knowing that other people, once they're aware of theirs, they can do the same. So thank you for letting me share this with you. I will add more as I go, but leave your email below if you like, and in a comment so that I can get in touch with you and give you more information. Yeah, all right. Thanks, you guys. Have a great day. You know where you also can find me on Healing of the Feminine Warrior on Facebook. I would put announcements there for this as well. And quite possibly put a Persephone's Perception page on Facebook. I haven't yet to do that, but that could be done next. All right, you guys, thanks so much. Much love. Have a great week ahead.